right, Shalom. First and foremost, just as always, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory into Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rakakwadash, which is the Paleo Hebrew, Balashon Kodash, the Holy Tongue, for the one true name of the Heavenly Father, the Ancient of Days, the Creator of all energy, whom the world ignorantly calls God or Allah, which both of those words are titles simply meaning power. Alright? His one true name, again, being Yahweh, and that of the Messiah, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus, being Yahweh Shai. Alright? And as it is written, there is no other name given among men whereby ye must be saved. Acts 4 and 12. Alright, so that's how important the names are, man. Alright, without the names, there are no salvation. The name of Yahweh Shai that we use to reach the name of Yahweh, man. Alright? With that being said, I'd like to give double honors unto the elders and the apostles at GMS Great Millstone, and a sincere peace, love, blessing, salutations unto all those of you hopeful and faithful members of the elect out there, my fellow laborers, doing the best to make the calling of your election sure. All right, and this lesson is for you. All right, as we approach this new year. All right, and all this prophecy taking place around us. All right, the Spirit was on me to just go into the fact that, where should our mind be at this time, man? This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, and let's see, verse 43. It says, "But know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched and would not have suffered his house to be broken up. Therefore, be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not the Son of Man cometh." Right? And be ye so ready, in what context, man? Does this mean we need to gather up, all kinds of different resources and, have a doomsday bunker and all this different stuff? This is the book of Matthew, chapter 6, and verse 33. It says, "But seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you." This is also the book of Matthew, chapter 10. And in verse 30, it says, in fact, I'm going to read verse 28. It says, "But fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both the body and soul in hell." Right? So at the end of the day, man, these people around you, right, all they could do is touch the flesh. You see, but at the end of the day, we've learned that who's in the ultimate control is the Creator. All right? And so what is it that we're supposed to be doing in this time? We're supposed to be preparing by what? In a spiritual sense, man. Building up that armor, building up your faith to overcome in these dark times ahead, man. All right? Because, really a lot of us haven't asked ourselves, are you ready to be homeless? Right? Are you ready to have to embrace whatever it is that's brought your way, man? You might be separated from your families, right? We might go through many things, and with the lack of faith, you're going to bow the knee or receive the charagma, because these desperate times are exactly what Esau is going to use to usher in his NWO, man. It's written on your dollar bill, right? Ordo ad voceo, order out of chaos. So all this hell all this pressure that's going to be used, right, or that's going to be put on you, is going to be used to cause you to bow the knee, man. All right, but we know it as what? The hour of temptation, according to the scriptures, which means what? In fact, I'm going to grab a quick precept. This is Ecclesiasticus, chapter 1, and let's see, verse. Bear with me while I grab it. Verse 23. It says, "A patient man will tarry for a time, but afterward joy shall spring up unto him." Right? Afterwards, those that overcome what joy is going to be the outcome, man, because you endured, and we know what the outcome is, man. We know the story. We've been given the cheat codes, man. We've been given the scripts to a movie. If somebody is called to be an actor for a particular role in a movie, they're going to be given a script, so they know the entire plot, they know how it ends, they know what their character's doing, man, and we've been given that. So we know that no matter what the case is, if you're separated from your family, if you go into a FEMA camp, right, whatever the case is, man, all you've got to do is endure and keep 10 toes down for Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, because all these people around you could do is touch the flesh, whereas Yahweh could do that and more, man. Right? An omnipotent power when Esau ain't shit. And really, we've learned to go to him for the want of all things, as the curses tell us. So it's going to be easy for you to turn around and just bow the knee to Esau and ask him to save you, man. But we've been told not to do that, right? We've been told to stand firm against this devil, man. I'm going to go ahead and grab 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse 70, and it reads, "For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord," right? So for those that fear the Lord, there's going to be a great insurrection, meaning what? Hell is going to be on you, man. All right? The scriptures say that judgment begins with the house of the Lord. Really, this pressure that's taking place is there to solidify the elect, man, to separate the boys from the men, if you will. All right, so ultimately, this is about you, man. It ain't even about these people. We already know what their outcome's gonna be. You see, ultimately, it's to see who's going to endure, man. Which is why the scriptures tell us this here. This is the book of 1 Corinthians. Or forgive me, the book of Romans. Corinthians chapter 3. And just jump to the point, man. Verse 10. Or in fact, verse 12. We'll read verse 11. It says, "For other foundation can no man lay than that which is laid, which is Yahweh Shai Mashiach," right? So it's talking about what? This third temple. All right, this third temple that's being built, which is ultimately what? Made up of the bodies of men. All right, being the elect, man. The elect are raising up wherever they are in the world. All these different camps, all these different churches, all these different groups, all these different breakdowns, right? At the end of the day, you see what we're doing is we're building, man. And all of you, whether you know it or not, that's what you're taking part in, right? Verse 12, it says, "Now if any man build upon this foundation gold, silver, precious stones, wood, hay, stubble," and that's what you're doing when you go into camp, that's what you're doing when you're doing videos, right? You're building, man. Verse 13, it says, "Every man's work shall be made known, for the day shall declare it." So that's why, we get, really, it's the point of this lesson, man. All right? Entering into this new year, seeing prophecy unfold the way it is around us, man. A line's being drawn into the sand. Russia and really the whole world on one side, as you have Israel and Babylon on the other side, man. Prophecies just lining up. I remember being told about this when I was a child, man. All right, hearing the Israelites break it down, the prophets that were out there, man. And now we're living in these times that it very well, stuff could start popping off any day, man. All right, and we don't know. It may prolong a little bit. All right, but nonetheless, like the scriptures say, man, like we see the seasons coming, the plants starting to bud, we know spring is here. That's what we see around us, man. All right, so these groups that are here around you, all right, you need to make sure that you're there for sincere reasons, man. Because at the end of the day, you and all your little friends, you and the camp and the brothers that you're around, right? You all are going to get tried individually, man. All right, it says, what? Every man's work shall be made known, for the day shall declare it. The day is going to declare who you are, man. The day is going to declare what you were really about, you see? That's why, hey, it's as the rest of the world is partying and bullshitting, man. This is a time for you to be self-reflecting, man. It's like Michael Jackson said, it's time to look at the man in the mirror, man. You see, we got to be in that reflection every day, and especially, right, as you see things like this, man. Time progressing, prophecy unfolding. All right, because at the end of the day, if you aren't built up, then that day is going to declare that really you're going to be among the what? Those that get smoked up, man. Those that get destroyed in hell. That word hell goes into the word Gehenna, meaning what? The valley of Gehenna, where all the unclean things were burnt in Israel, man. That's what America is going to be. And that is the fire that you are going to take part in, lest you address that man in the mirror. It says, and the fire shall try every man's work, what sort it is. If any man's work abide, see, the fire is going to try it, man. Some are going to come forth as gold after the fire, and some are going to come forth as what? The dross that was burnt off the gold. It says, if any man's work shall abide, which he hath built thereupon, he shall receive a reward. You see? Hey, so we're approaching that time, man, to receive a reward. All right, as it's written in the book of Hebrews, the 11th chapter, all these different prophets have been murdered, slaughtered, cut in half, and now, right, and none of them received that promise because we're still in captivity. But now we're finally in that time of the prophet's reward, man. Now we're finally in the time for all that hell, all that trouble to receive the fruits of our labor, man. All right? We just got to get through this last hour, man. So Lord willing, this edifying, I'm going to go ahead and close it there, man. I just wanted to, as we're in this, New Year's Eve, I wanted to put in my, my own mix in the sauce, so to speak, man. So Lord willing, this edifying for those of you who had watched, man. And, Lord willing, those of you members of the sincere Israelites who have been called endure, man. That you may be delivered, you and your households and your families, all right, with these times ahead of us, man. All right, so with that said, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory into Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Kakwadash, double honors into the elders and the apostles at GMS Square Millstone, and a sincere peace, love, blessing, salutations into all those you hopeful and faithful members, the elect out there, all right, those of you who are doing the best to make the calling of your election sure. Lord willing, you endure. Until next time, Shalom.